Hello, everyone. It's Minister Shaquan L. Harris here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my book, A Gift to Dance, Cultivating Your Ministry. I wrote this book for those who want to start out in ministry in excellence. In this book, it details how to start a dance ministry, different dance terminology, garment care, dance etiquette, as well as understanding your calling. You can purchase this by clicking the link down below. Prepare to take your ministry to the next level. Asia, how are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for, joining us on today. So I know who you are, and I know there's some out there who may know who you are as well. But go ahead and just give us a brief introduction of who you are.
Okay, my name is Asia Nache Martin. I am most known for my time as an Alabama State University sensational Stingettes. I danced with the team from 2012 to 2016, and I served as captain from 2014 to 2016. As you guys can tell, we are way past that time. So today, I am an author, I am a dance educator, and I am pursuing just being an all around brand and all around inspiration to not only young girls, but people in general who have aspirations of making their dreams come true. So,
Yes.
Miss Asia Martin today.
Yes, that's wonderful. Again, welcome to the dance room. So speaking of that, I know you have some upcoming things. You just mentioned that you're an author. Can you go ahead and tell us about your book?
Yes, I would love to. So, the name of my book is Legendary Loading, and the book is about my time as an HBCU dancer. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the book, I take you from the moment that I was first inspired to become an HBCU dancer all the way through the woman that I've become today. So, you're going to learn what it takes to be an HBCU dancer. You're going to learn what inspired me to become an HBCU dancer. And you're also going to learn all the lessons that I took in on my journey. And they're things that I still apply today, which you'll come to find after reading the book. So super excited about it.
That's wonderful. And I also heard you say that you're a dance educator. So I know that you're in Atlanta. What school are you currently teaching at?
Frederick Douglass High School.
Okay, Doug. All right.
Listen, not Doug. Yes. Doug High School. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's wonderful. How long have you been doing that? Did you start as soon as you left Alabama State, or it took some time?
No, so I actually did a number of different dance jobs before landing this position. So
Okay.
I was a cruise line performer. I danced back up for Keith Sweat and did a few other jobs. I taught ballroom dance, and then thank God this position came about, and I've been doing this for a year now. Last year was my first year,
Wonderful.
so I'm fairly new.
Fairly new. Okay. Well, congratulations. I know I love to teach dance, so I know that's a wonderful experience for you. So let's go ahead and dig just a little bit deeper. Understanding you have the background. We all know you as being a sensational singer. First of all, I am a fan. I am a fan. I love the Stingettes, and watching you was such a joy. Like I just love the grace that you just carried, and it was displayed throughout the team. So that was just a wonderful experience for me to just watch you all just be so sensational.
Thank you.
Yes. Now I have a liturgical dance background. That's mainly my area of dance. I do ministry and worship arts. So I know that's two different things, but at the end of the day, what brings us together is dance. So there may be some young ladies and some young men who are interested in becoming HBCU dancers. What is some advice that you can give them so they can they can be prepared before auditions?
Well, the greatest piece of advice that I think I would have appreciated as a young person coming into the HBCU dance world would be to not only prepare your body, right, learning the different skills and making sure you're able to be successful in the audition, but also having the right mindset going into it.
Yeah.
Understanding that you're not going to be performing on the high school level anymore. When you get to college, that's essentially the professional level. We do put in the same amount of hours, if not more.
Mhm.
We have to be just as disciplined, right? We have to
Yeah.
carry ourselves in a particular kind of way because you're not only representing yourself anymore, you're representing a larger entity, which is your band, and even larger than that, your university. So it takes skill, but it also takes having the right mindset. So just making sure you keep positive people around you, having the right speak into your life as it regards your success, auditioning for these HBCU dance teams, just staying grounded and being humble and being a hard worker too.
Yes, that's great keys right there.
Mhm.
I wish, I would have dabbled into being an HBCU dancer, but the ministry life just called me. So just, just stuck with that. But I do throw a little, do some stands and field shows in my spare time.
Yes.
Just to feel like I still, I can still do it.
Well,
Uh,
it's
now,
still ministry. I was going to tell you too, that's actually
Mhm.
where I started dancing, was in the church. So when you say,
Really?
yes, ma'am. So when you or people see me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so passionate, right? It started from performing in the church and learning how to express what I really felt in my heart through my movement. So it's still ministry. It's very similar, like you said,
Yeah.
on different
Yeah.
stages.
The passion is there. I feel like
Yeah,
the passion is the gas that keeps the car going. So
very much so.
that's very important. Now, we're still in a pandemic. I don't care what no one says, they're like, oh, the pandemic is over. No, it is not, Atlanta. We are still in a pandemic.
Here,
Okay. We're still in a pandemic. However, it was so amazing to see the different HBCU dance lines be creative and actually, think outside of the box so they can still be relevant. So now we're like really on the edge of our seats, waiting to see what are we gonna get next year? Next football season or next basketball season. What are we gonna get? However, there were some teams and some members, I will say members, who kind of just felt discouraged because they didn't get a chance to pretty much just display their talent and their gifts and pretty much just represent their squad the way that they wanted to. So, in regards to the seasoned dancers who are currently in it and they kind of want to quit, they're not really sure which way to go. What is some advice that you can give them?
I would say remember why you auditioned in the first place and
Mm-hmm.
understand that this is something that will pass with
Yeah.
time. So get what you need to get from it, and those opportunities that you do get to perform, that's even more of a reason to put your best foot forward, because you never know when you're going to perform again. And also, you never know who's watching. So
Yeah.
if auditioning for this HBCU dance team was something that you're truly passionate about, just understand that you're not there to necessarily be seen all the time. And it's
Yeah.
not really always about that. It's about the skills that you gain along the way. Like I talked about, I mentioned with my book, learning how to work with a team, learning how to overcome adversity, pushing yourself in different creative ways, right? So there are still many benefits that you can gain, whether you're performing every weekend or not, right? I think that's one thing a lot of young dancers get misconstrued, especially with the larger teams. It's
Yeah.
not always about the clout. And when you start chasing clout, that's when
Yeah.
you're losing those valuable lessons that you could be picking up because you're focused on the wrong thing. So just
Yeah.
remember why you auditioned in the first place.
Yeah. And I feel like being a part of a dance line as well as a ministry, it also better prepares you to deal with worldly situations as
Yeah.
well. Your time management, your conflict resolutions,
Mm-hmm.
how to, deal with people, how to bond with people. I feel like that's important as well. Relationships matter. You can't do it all by yourself. So I feel like being in those two areas, it actually helps as well. So keep that in mind as well. But those are some really good points. See, now you got me wishing like, I should have. But I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, it's never too late. Maybe not in that capacity, but you could create your own lane.
Right. And that's what I did with a gift to dance, because here we are, honey. Okay.
Kudos to you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now, how did you start your journey of dance? Like, how did you know that dance was it for you?
Well, like I mentioned before, I started
Mhm.
dancing in the church,
Mhm.
but even before that, as far back as I can remember, I've danced. I've always just enjoyed performing and enjoyed putting on shows for my family and friends. There was never one specific moment that was like, oh, that's the light switch. I'm going to dance now. It just always came so organically to me. And
Yeah.
it's always stayed with me. Now, as far as pursuing dance as a career in
Hmm.
high school, that was just not something that I saw for myself. Although I knew I would always dance in some capacity, I never thought to major in dance, which is what I actually ended up doing at Alabama State. But
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess when God has something for you and it's your gift and it's your calling, it kind of finds you, it follows
Yeah.
you. And that was the story with me. Because when I came to Alabama State, there wasn't even a dance program in existence. But a year
Really?
a year into being at Alabama State, they actually formed a dance program. And
Wow.
I'm like, Lord, I'm at my dream school. I'm on my dream dance team, and you done did this. You done brought this dance program to me. And I was already unhappy doing what I was doing. And like I said, I've always known that I love to dance. So dance has kind of hunted me down. It's been chasing me all my life, and I just keep going with it. And it's proven to be successful. So I'm not going to stop now.
Yes, that's wonderful. Always say yes, y'all. Always say yes. It's a lot behind that yes, okay? Now, who inspired you to dance? We all have inspirations, those who we watch and, admire and, just marvel at. Like, who inspired you? I know you started in church, but I know you had somebody that you just loved so much in the dance world.
Well, I'm from Atlanta, so
Hmm.
this is like the mecca of dance, in my opinion, especially when it comes to Black dance, Blacks in dance.
Yeah.
So I've grown up watching Sierra and who else? Janet Jackson, and
Wow.
learning all the moves from the music videos, Beyonce. So I'd say watching music videos always inspired me to want to get up and move. But as far as one particular person, I can say that in regards to HBCU dance, it
Hmm.
was Miss Victoria Betts, who you may
Woo!
not. Yeah, she was the one who inspired me to want to become a Stingettes. But other than that, I'd say Beyonce is a huge inspiration to me when it comes to performance quality. But
Yes.
yeah, the inspiration for me kind of just comes from what I know I possess on the inside of me and where I can take it to. So
Hmm.
I would say I'm my biggest inspiration for sure.
Yes. Come on now. You heard it here, guys.
Yes. Hmm.
All right. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back after these messages.
Now it's time for our beautiful, sensational Stingettes dancing to Sierra's Got Me Good.
welcome back to the dance room. Again, my name is Minister Shaquan Harris. I'm here with the so talented Asia Martin. Before we jump right back in, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, AGiftToDance TV. You can follow us on AGiftToDance on Instagram, and you can also like our page on Facebook at AGiftToDance Conference. So let's jump right back into this wonderful conversation. Now, what is your proudest moment in dance? What was your proudest moment? We all have one.
My proudest moment. Oh my goodness. Now listen, Miss Shaquan, I am super emotional, right? So every little thing that happens on my dance journey, I'm always like,
I am too. I'm a puddle. You hear me?
To say my proudest moment is challenging, but let's see. My proudest moment in dance has honestly been recently putting out my book, Legendary Loading.
Yes.
Because I was able to take all those amazing experiences and put them into one work of art and present it to the public for public consumption for forever, right?
Yeah.
After I'm gone, this book will still be something that people will look back on and say, wow, she had an amazing legacy. And honestly, that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
The book is just the beginning. That only captured a short aspect, a short period of time in my dance journey.
Yeah.
I'd say that my book, has definitely been the proudest moment so far.
And I'm an author as well. So I know the feeling of writing and actually putting your experiences on paper and then have it out for public consumption, and people actually give you that positive feedback and they actually learn something from it. It is an amazing feeling.
Yeah,
so that is
always. Yes, ma'am. For me, that's always the most fulfilling thing, having people learn something from my experiences or changed in some way because of who I am. So it's very fulfilling for me. I'm always do that feeling.
Yeah, and I tell them all the time, look, I done made all the mistakes for you. So you ain't got to do all of that.
So learn from me, right? Learn from me.
Yes. Learn something from this in my Tyra Banks voice.
Listen, we're rooting for you.
We're rooting for you.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, now we all have our proudest moment, but I know it. What's your most embarrassing? Listen.
Oh Lord, most embarrassing? That's tricky too, because I don't really embarrass easily because I'm very silly. But I would have to say, and most of you have heard this story before, you may have seen the video, Miss Shaquan. But when I fell in the stands, I think that was my very last football game ever. Like
I did see that video. But I thought it was on purpose, honestly, until I read the comments. Because I was like, look at Asia just slaying for her last game. She cutting up, y'all. Look. She's showing y'all how it go. But it was okay.
Yes, not planned at all. But the recovery. It was the recovery for me.
It's a recovery for me, yes. Because no one reacted. Everybody was still just sitting there smiling like, this is happening.
Girl. And that's exactly what I was thinking. Is this happening? Then it's like, all right, it's happening. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to get back up? Let's get on that.
Oh my goodness. I do remember seeing that video, but I thought it was planned until I read the comments.
Crazy too.
The comments tell it all.
Too much. But I had a few embarrassing moments as a Stingette. But other than that, no, I don't really embarrass too easily. I just laugh it off and keep moving.
Yeah, I think my most embarrassing moment was I had one of these situations and it wasn't pinned properly. And I was dancing at church, my pastor, they was on the stage with us and, we just going in. And then it just slowly just started to unravel.
Well, did it come off?
I took it off, but what was funny was my pastor, he was standing right there and he kept inching forward like, should I get it? Like, I don't know. But when it was time for us to transition, because we switched places, I just snatched it off and I gave it to the lady who was sitting right there on the front row. And she was so excited. She was just shaking it. And I was like, ma'am, don't ravel up my weave, please. So when it was over, she didn't want to give it back. And I was like, give it here.
She was about to make her own bun out of
She
it.
was. She did not want to give it back. And I was like, it was so
Their malfunctions are always tricky.
Yes. So I posted the story before the video came out of what happened. I said, look, this is what happened. And this is how you avoid it. So you always got to get in front of the story before it becomes a story.
That part.
Take notes, y'all. Get in front of it before it becomes something big. So that's what I did. But that was one of, woo. Other than that, I'm normally, because we have to be covered underneath our garments, because some of us are, blessed and highly favored. We have to make sure that everything is tucked in so it won't be a distraction. So I'm the person that's always checking the dancers. Hey, it's too much going on. You got to fix that. I'm putting you, giving you some Band-Aids, giving you a cotton ball. I'm giving you something because it's just way too much. But I'm normally that person. So the fact that it happened to me, they had a field day with that. You always getting on us.
Well, listen, it's just more experience that you can share with them. Okay,
exactly.
Pin that thing down so that you don't have
pin
to
your weave, y'all. Pin your weave or sew it in. I just learned how to sew it in. So learn something. I made all the mistakes for you. So here we go. Now, how can we reach you, Asia? I know people are tapping you to do so many things, but how can we reach you?
Well, you can reach me through my website, AsiaNache.com, and you can just click Book Asia, and I have different services that I offer. You can click the link that says Request Asia, send your information, and we will go from there. Other than that, you can reach me on Instagram at I'm Asia Nache, and that's ASIANACHE. And I'm also on YouTube and Facebook under that same name, Asia Nache.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming into the dance room on today. It's so greatly appreciated. It is so true with everyone. You are just so graceful. Oh my goodness. I was like, I would just love to experience that, but I see it. It's just
for yourself.
It's just, yes, I'm Asia.
Oh, thank you.
And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. I love it. Again, everyone, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, A Gift to Dance TV. You can also follow us on A Gift to Dance on Instagram. I keep messing that up, but y'all know what I'm talking about because it's at the bottom of the screen. Hello. Also, if you would like to sow into our ministry so we can continue to do everything in excellence, you can do so by sowing to us. $ A Gift to Dance via cash. Do you have any final counts for us?
My final counts would be believe in your legendary. That's one of my slogans that has stuck with me for a while. And all it means is believe in your capacity for greatness, right? Yeah. Not everybody can be a minister. Not everybody can be a Stingette or a Stingette captain, but there's something legendary on the inside of you, right? Yes. Spend time with yourself, listening, right? Listening to our Father, who I hold my spirituality and my relationship with God in high regard. So yes, you are not listening for that from the right person. Unfortunately, you may never find that thing that you are meant to be legendary for. So take the time, be still, listen, and once you get that confirmation, go for it. Keep God first, and I can't wait to see what you create with your own legendary.
Yes. Thank you again for stepping into the dance room. Until next time,
Having me.
everyone, I will see you in the dance room. Bye bye.